Hey, huh? Motion. Motion. Yeah. Hey, bitch, I'm in motion. Motion. Huh? I turn a 1 to a 2 and a 5 to a 10. I do that shit again. It was all a blur, had to wipe off the lens. Take a pic, then I'm gone with the wind. Big fish, you could tell by the fin. Doing well, could tell by what I'm in. I hopped out the black Escalade on stock. Paid the driver for the day, nigga, I be doing a lot. My oh my, what a run I'm on. Album 29 when you run this song. I've been at distance, shirts and flip phones. This homemade, your sauce from Wishbone. Ballejo, Pillsbury Factory, we make dough. This young man, he play foe. His family moved from the east side, oh. Stopped in the north for the VJO. Beating down your block, it's a TKO. Me, I'm a West Russ and I need peso. Tostitos and mucho queso. If we talking rap, then it ain't too many clothes. Niggas dead to me and I don't believe in ghosts. You could break bread when you make it by the loaf. 10,000 shots, I'm getting better every post. Bitch, I'm in motion. Motion. Bitch, I'm in motion. Motion.
This real quick, and I'll just get into all the things in a few minutes. Hey, Melanated, peace in the LBC, peace in the LBC. Now, Resto said that me and Carrie's his favorite people. Carrie says, since when? What's up, Rune Shaker? Peace in the LBC. And I'm going to be talking about uppity ass for half a second, but not really. Because I really don't give a fuck about uppity. But I just want to say to you, uppity bitch, you could do 1,001 fucking lives about me, ho. And nobody would give a fuck. Nobody. And I'm definitely not going to give a fuck. So, talk about how the fact you had that baby crying on Shakim's live just so that you could say something to a nigga. Like, it's 4:00 in the fucking morning, bitch, and you are loud as hell. Your daughter is crying out to you. She's needing your comfort. She's disturbed because, it's commotion in her household. It should be peaceful at 4 a.m., bitch. Peaceful. I pray the Most High will give your daughter peace. Give her peace. And however that presents itself, whether the peace is removing your ass or the peace is bringing somebody in to bring peace, that she deserves that at a young age, to go to sleep and not be fearful or wondering what's going on around her, to be able to sleep peacefully. Wake up with a smile on her face, knowing that there'll be food on the table and calm around her and somebody who truly love her. They're not invested in this YouTube shit. You a fuck ass mother. You forever gonna be a fuck ass mother. And whatever the fuck you say about me, bitch, will never change that shit. Deal with the fucking shit in front of you. The man in the fucking mirror, bitch. Get like Michael Jackson said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Get in the mirror, bitch. And whatever you see, talk to that fucker right there. You probably see a demon. Hey, Cynical One, peace in the LBC. I got sidetracked. Hey, Muffy, peace in the LBC. Oh, and then another thing, Hypnotic Touch birthday just passed. Like, I think her birthday was like a day ago or 2 days ago. So Hypnotic Touch, her birthday is here. So what does that make it? Is it Cancer season? Them Cancers be emotional, but she don't come off emotional like that. Am I in the right season? Hey, Jaquetta, peace in the LBC. It's good to see you. Is this Cancer season? Can anybody tell me? Shakim Raw. Shakim Raw. I mean, Uppity tried to fucking do a live on me, apparently. That's what they telling me. Shakim. Yeah. Oh, that raggedy ass bitch. She could never. Okay, little raggedy hoe. I know that's your friend and stuff, but that's a raggedy hoe. But I think we do. All of us have associates or friends that are just raggedy bitches. In your mind, you just be saying, "This is a raggedy ass bitch right here." You know what I mean? right fucking here. Sister Jackie Gaines is back in the house. Back again. Hi. Sister Jackie Gaines back again. Back again. We missed you. And we're so happy you back. Okay. Oh my God. Here's another fucking thing. Let me just tell you. Do you know that nigga Rex was over at Shakim's last night? Because I hit the link. Rex hit the link. Simon just needed to fucking hit the link. I'm just like, the fuck, why? Why? Resto was up there, and then Resto and Simon got into it. But do you know this nigga Rex tried to say that he gave me over $400 something in Cash App? I said, nigga, where and when? And you know the amount that he gave was like the exact amount that he owes me on that bet. I said, man, if this nigga don't stop playing with me, but you don't want me to talk about the bet, your good reneging ass ways, but now you trying to add up some costs. Nigga, I want the shit to see. I want to see. I want to see this shit add up to $400 something. With your $5 here, drop the link, sincere. I had to damn near, like, motherfuckers had to kind of guilt you into half-ass paying on your bet. Bitch, like, see, now I ain't gonna call him out his name. See, this is, this is where I get to want to call motherfucker out their name, okay? Turn into Lemon ass out here, but Lemon can't say it like I said. I'll call these motherfuckers two-ball bitches and split-tail hoes. Okay, Lemon can't put it down like I put it down, shit, nigga. But he will call you a bitch. What's up, Ron P? Peace in the LBC. That nigga will call you bitch so damn quick. You say, Ron? Hey, Nubiology. Peace in the LBC. And I think that nigga's live right now. No, I think, but I know he is live. Check this out, y'all. So I was over in Lemon's hey Big Rig. Oh, hey, check this out. I'm just going live for a little bit until it's time for y'all to go live. Shout out to Big Rig and the Hood Table. They're doing a live today, right? You know, on the block with Big Rig and not on the block. Oh my God, what is the title? I don't know why I can't like think of it right now, but please don't charge it to my heart. Right now, my brain is, you know what I'm saying, I smoked this good ass weed and I'm drinking me a little wine. Just know that Big Rig and the Hood Table are going live on his channel tonight for their Sunday show. Okay, shit, fuck it. That's accurate. That's accurate as a motherfucker right there. Hey, Vibrant, peace in the LBC, man. I mean, I'm happy. I am happy. Okay, hey, Miss Toby, peace in the LBC. Now, another thing I found out, because look, so Rex was over there telling them pack of fucking lies over at Shakim's. And then the nigga had said, I asked him, have you been drinking? He says, yes. I said, what you been drinking? He said, tequila. I said, Now, I was over at Barry Carey's, which y'all don't know, but I'm going to tell you now. Well, Miss Toby knows because she was there too. Miss Toby, what's up with you? Piece of the LBC. Now, Miss Toby know what I'm talking about because Barry Carey gave a live and I hit the link and Kay DeJure was over there. So she gave a live. She seen Kay DeJure in the chat. And I knew he was going to pop up over there, you know, because I think he has certain places where he's comfortable because he really don't hit links like that. But he has hit the link over at Barry Carey's, right? So she seen him and she was like, you know, man, what's up with the whole situation with Brooke and all them? He finally hit the link and I hit the link too because I'm going, you know, shit, I'm finna ask some questions and you know, they in the chat talking about like I'm like an investigator or something. The first 48 was sincere, Saida. Boom. Nigga, what was going through your mind when you seen them and it looked like they wanted to leave? And you went out there to flag them down. What was the thought in your head? That's me. I got to thinking about this shit. I say, God dang, I do be asking questions, but I really be trying to get an understanding. Like, I be phrasing that shit all kinds of 50,000 ways to fucking Sunday. Okay, we gonna get to the truth today. But I found out also that nigga had been drinking tequila on his birthday. I said, now look, because I asked him, what was you drinking? Night Train, Mad Dog 2020, okay, Thunderbird and Kool-Aid. What was you drinking, nigga? He was like, he don't drink them type of drinks. He don't drink rock good drinks. I don't blame him. But you might need to go to that some rock gut shit because I mean the tequila wasn't doing you no justice. He said he was on some Tito's. Another tequila. And then here goes Rex with his shenanigans over at Shakim's. And this nigga on tequila. I said, man, I don't know if it's a black man thing with tequila, or maybe it's just an ignorant motherfucker thing with some tequila. You know what I'm saying? Or just like maybe tequila, just like maybe it ain't even about none of that. It just, maybe some people can't handle the tequila, but we know for certain that Mick Mob D can handle some tequila because she drink tequila all the time. Tito's is her favorite thing, but Kay DeJure cannot, and neither can Rex. But I don't think Rex was on Tito's per se, but I'd be more inclined to think he was, but he was on some form of tequila. You know, ole. Okay, there's on the tequila. Oh, the niggas is on tequila. I love tequila, but I do fight off tequila. Oh, you fight off tequila? Man, I know Kay DeJure and and Rex don't need no tequila. Hey, T Danielle, peace in the LBC. Another thing I noticed is like, okay, so I'm all over the place. Slow me down if it's not a complete sentence or whatever, because I'm just kicking it and I'm enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just all over the place. Plus, I told you I done got me this what's the name of that shit? Wine. What is the name of the wine? Got a Leo. This is a Moscato, a pink Moscato. You know what I'm saying? I need some tequila. So I could be like, ole. My damn self. Okay. I don't want this Moscato. This pink Moscato. But anyway, so what was I saying? See, I got look. You're gonna have to keep me on track. Cause you know I'll be way over here to the left. And I'll be sidetracked with other fucking thoughts than trying to find my way back with the initial fucking thought. Like what the fuck? What the fuck? So let me slow down. Slow down. Hey. I'm gonna slow down. Let me slow down. I'm saying, hey, so y'all can catch up to me. Okay, so look, where am I at with it? Let's talk about Very Carey's live. So Kay DeJure popped up on Very Carey's live, like I said earlier, and he got up there and he was getting ready to tell his story once again about how it was his birthday and how he was drunk. The difference between this situation and every other platform he had hit prior to that is that he apologized, right? So there was apology to Malik, and I think primarily to Malik and maybe Brooke by proxy, if you will. But he initially just wanted to go on the meetup because there's other words that can be used for this shit, but he really just initially wanted to go on the meetup with Malik, no Brooke, but this nigga brought his wife. I mean, I don't know why. The fuck why? You got a fucking phone. You can go fucking live. You could have went live still on Brooke's channel no matter what, but she didn't need to fucking be there. Nigga, I know you ain't that daft and dumb. Why would you bring your wife to meet up with this nigga? Anything could have went left. And thank God it didn't go left. I mean, it didn't particularly go right, but the shit didn't go fully left. So that's the number one thing. Why would you bring your wife to a meetup with some random internet dude? Like, make that make fucking sense. Nobody can make that shit make sense. So that went down. So Kay DeJure, he goes over there, and he's over at Very Carey's. This is after the fact. And we're here talking about the situation, the meetup, and all the things. And I had hit the panel, and I'm saying to Kay DeJure, like, you've been from place to place, and you've been kind of flounder and flip-floppy in your reasons to why you were conducting yourself the way you were conducting yourself. Now, he didn't agree with me. He felt like he's been very consistent in his situation, but I'm like, nah. And I'm saying, no. I could see you over at one platform saying your reason was because you want to say X, Y, and Z to Malik, you know, or you were there for, you know what I'm saying, content. You did say that at one point in time. Then you took that back and said you were there just to show something positive, which is still fucking content, but like you were all over the fucking place. And then you say you didn't fucking know like what you were saying to him. I said, now look at that tequila. Tequila! I didn't know that tequila was wiping out fucking memories and shit like that. Okay? Stay the fuck away from that tequila because that shit is gonna wipe out somebody's memory. Apparently, Kate is yours. Um, Rick's be half-ass acting like that shit too, but you know, with a little jogging, you know, it's almost like you have to fucking put some you know, some like you jump in a car or something and put some clamps on this nigga head and just like pow, pop that shit a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, remember on X, Y, and Z Day, you was over here and this and this and this, and all these people were over on the panel. And you remember you said X, Y, Z, and you had to pow. You know what I'm saying? Hit it one more time with Rex, and then Rex be like, "Oh shit, yeah." I was trying to jump that nigga head, K de like, pow, nigga. Remember? You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm trying to tell you that was a dead cell. Dead battery. I couldn't jump that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Not the way I really wanted to jump it. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's used to talking in loop-de-loops. Hey, the hood table, did I say hi to you? Okay, tequila has always been good to me, okay? Game's been good to me. Tequila's been good to me. Hey! In the morning. Well, we ain't drinking it in the morning. In the afternoon, baby. Hey! Tequila's been good to me. We're not gonna do the morning drinking, okay? But some of these niggas is day drinking for certain. But when it comes to K de Jour, he was up there and he was not recalling. I cannot recall. I cannot recollect, Your Honor. I guess I was coming off like a judge. Nigga, do you recall when you were over at YouTube cameras and you said this and that and nick and knack paddywhack? I do not recall. Hey, Daniel Barry, peace and LBC. That nigga say, man, he's so lucky I went on this goddamn Moscato and shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? I would like half the time I don't be caring about what these people say. So that's why I'd be like, I can't remember every word verbatim because it becomes disinteresting. But I was kind of interested in the K de Jour thing. So this is what. So K de Jour is up there. He doesn't agree with me. He doesn't think that he's been flippy floppy flounder in his communications, which he has though, right? But now he's now apologizing, and he has apologized amongst many people and stuff. And Carrie had a nice amount of people up there. So, well, look, check this out, huh? Malik knows now. I guarantee he's in the cloud. Guarantee you he's in the clouds. Now, I seen Malik later on that night over Shakim's, and I had asked him, you know, in the chat, right roundabout, did you know that Kate is your apologized to you? He said, oh no. I said, okay, well then we'll just fucking, you know, it just remain a mystery. Because I ain't gonna tell you what the fuck happened. Because I believe you fucking playing with me right now. I believe you was in Very Carrie's clouds and you were fucking listening. You heard everything that Kate is yours said, and now you want to fucking play dumb. And see, let me tell you, when you be playing them reindeer games, it's always something that's gonna come around and shake you the fuck up. Case in point, Ray Triggs, but we'll get to that in a little bit. That nigga Ray Triggs is a fucking fool. Man, we must. I think we got the same animal spirit. He is not having it. Like, man, don't stop playing on my top. Stop playing these reindeer games with me, nigga. Oh, you know, do you want it with me? Because remember, right, when Kate de Jour and Malik met up, Malik had asked him about Ray Triggs. And I was thinking, why the fuck is he asking him about Ray Triggs? Which I found out later on, per what Ray Triggs posted on his wall, is that they had a falling out before. They had like, you know, a little tete-a-tete before. And it's also like, so that day, Ray Triggs was battling Well, it looks like Malik was kind of super quiet that day too, but he was battling this guy named Dana, who supposedly had a relationship with Brooke when she was younger or in her teenage years or what have you, and that's friends with Malik. Now, at that time, Ray Tricks was saying nigga. It's like, well, not that to this time, right? He's saying, if we include the Dana dude, and now this meet up with K de Jure, like nigga, you looking like a buster all the way across the board. It's like niggas can come at you any kind of way, online and in person. Stop fucking playing with me. So he had checked him over there, or had the little back and forth over Shaq Cancer, and talent, talent is a messy ass motherfucker. I mean, talent, he finds his ass anywhere with some messy bullshit is going down. And he happened to be right there egging that shit on. Oh, you gonna let him talk to you like that? Oh, this nigga serving you up. These are my words, not verbatim, but you get the gist. This is what the fuck talent was saying. Hey, youngest piece in the LBC. But back over to Very Curious. I'm going back and forth, back, forth. Hey, back and forth and forth. Here we go. So I'm at Very Carey's, and I'm saying to him, besides the fact that you're floundering and stuff like that, I'm trying to get down to the nitty gritty of why the fuck you even popped up over there. Like, well, what's the point? He really didn't give an answer to that. I had to kind of give him an answer. Hey, Jules, peace in the LBC. But basically just so that two black men can meet up and kind of like, I don't know, act civil towards one another. But he had to know, because I'm asking him, if somebody, like, because we all know that Malik and Brooke left abruptly. So they had sat down with him, which is K de Jure. Conversation was ensuing. And the next thing you know, I want to give 20 minutes to the meetup, but next thing you know, Malik wants to leave. He's like, hey, Brooke, let's get up out of here type of situation. Okay, so he leaves. Now, a lot of people are thinking that not Ray Tricks, but K de Jure had went into Malik's plate. But now Brooke clears that up later on today. But he did ask this man about, pleasing his wife. That did happen. And so also we see later on in Shakim's, Ray Triggs is like, nigga, you got a whole entire man in your face asking you about pleasing your wife, and you didn't like mollywop this motherfucker? You didn't get on his top, nigga. You was a punk in real life, and you a punk online. Miss me with all your conversations. He really sunned him. He really fucking sunned him. But you got K de Jure over here earlier at Very Carey saying that he wants to apologize for all things, but you don't know what the fuck happened. How do you not know what made things take a turn when you're sitting with a person, having a conversation with a person, and they abruptly leave? Like, you don't know all of a sudden now that shit had changed. You don't know the words that proceeded out your mouth prior to the change. So if you don't know that, why the hell are you trying to flag them down? That's where I was coming from. What was in your head when they left? You, per what you said, you walked out the restaurant. They were still there. And then you went to waving at them. Like you wanted to flag them down. Like it had to be a thought in your head. It had to be a thought in your head. But I felt like he didn't want to get boxed in when it comes to the conversation I was having with him. But it's not like I'm trying to box a person in. I'm just trying to get to what it really is. Because you had to have a thought in your head flagging them down. Like, I fucked up somewhere, or something went awry. We need to make this better. Make black YouTube relationships great again. Make black YouTube relationships good again. Okay? You didn't have no thought. It was just a blank. I'm gonna blame it on the tequila. I mean, the tequila went down his throat and then wiped out all his fucking memory. As per what he said. Okay, that guy sounded weird on Carrie's, but I haven't been here, so I'm kind of lost. Oh, he said, well, see, that's the thing. He doesn't want to be portrayed as weird, but I think a lot of times K de Jure is not listening. He's not fucking listening. Or he's in like a protective mode. Like he knew something went down over there with him and Brooke and them. Like that was not good and was looking bad in his favor. And so he's on a cleanup mission in his head. So he's not listening to the words that are coming out my mouth or letting me really complete my sentence. He's going by where he thinks I'm going with it, which some of the times he's on point with it. But you still need to be able to understand that you need to hear the person out before you answer, because you could be making yourself look even more stupid. But he did definitely apologize. You know what I mean? He definitely apologized. So there, that went down. And so he really kind of wants to get to the fact that he apologized. He said he's not going to be hitting links too much no more. Like he's done with that situation. He's saying that if he sees Malik somewhere and Malik is open to have a conversation, he will have a conversation with Malik. But Malik is not open to have a conversation with him, I don't think, because he packed up his family and got the fuck on. Which when I say family, him and Brooke. He packed them up and got the fuck on. I said, man, but how you gonna ask a man, you know what I'm saying, does he please his wife or does he know how to please his wife? Now I'm with Ray Triggs on that shit right there, because I was one gonna say that shit. How are you gonna just go to a man and ask him about his relationships with his wife? Like, it don't make no sense. None of that shit makes any sense. So we'll see what happens, but it looks like Brooke is running around here trying to clean the shit up too. Hey, what's up, Be Easy? Yeah, that's what happened, Sister Jackie. He asked that man in his face, it's what did he say? Um, are you pleasing your wife, or something about pleasuring Brooke? And I'm looking at the situation. I'm like, look, Malik, this gotta be enough. You coming off this whole situation with Ray Triggs, because Ray Triggs clowned his ass last night over Shakim's. And then he posted some stuff on his wall today. And I didn't know about that whole thing with this Dana dude, right? There's some Dana dude that used to mess with Brooke, and he seems to kind of insert himself whenever he wants to, in dynamics coming. And I think they're all part of that, as you all know, that, you know, Brooke is part of the R. Kelly sector. That's where she came from. That's where she came from. But I'm looking at the history, and we're going back some time, and you're at whole entire different sectors where you got niggas online saying they done banged you and all kinds of stuff. And they like supposed to be your boyfriends, all these things. And Malik is just sitting around befriending them all. Like, he befriended Pills. Pills was literally talking to his wife online. You know what I'm saying? He befriended Pills. But another thing that happened when I was over there at Barry Carey's, right? I was saying to him, your sector, which I explained over at Shakim's as well, it seemed like your sector was backing you, or at least trying to protect you or shield you a little bit. Because K DeJure took his ass over to Positively Hate, right? That's their sector, the Umar sector. He took his ass over there. And he got to talking about the situation, the meetup with Brooke and Malik, or actually Malik and Brooke. You know, they were asking him, what made you go in that man's plate? But he never denied it. But now the cleanup is as if that never happened. So I'm starting to think, clean up on aisle 1, clean up on aisle 2, and fucking clean up on aisle 3. It's a lot of cleaning up going down. It's a whole lot of fucking cleaning up going down. And this, like, for something that didn't happen. So I'm inclined to believe that shit did happen. Because I know he was touching him and tapping him a lot. And then you get to talking about pleasuring wives and shit. Like, nigga, I'll get the fuck away from you too. But, man, I mean, you know, I probably, you know, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to fight no man. I'm a woman. Not to say I wouldn't, but I just ain't trying to. But all the men around me, they don't give a fuck about fighting your ass. And they real, yeah, you know, they paying attention to what the fuck's coming out your mouth. Nigga say, what? What'd you say, nigga? That would have been a bad day in TGIF Fridays. Because that's where they were at, Fridays. That would have been a bad fucking day at Fridays. And them niggas is living on I don't give a fuck. And I'm wishing on a fucking star. And nigga, I wish you would. They living on all three of them things at one fucking time. At all fucking times. You know, that would have just been something to do for the day. You know what I'm saying? Man, I had to beat this nigga ass over at Friday. shit over there, right? Curious. I asked him, I was like, your sector over when you're at Positively Hates, Miss Thangs bought you down. She bought you down because she said you weren't the same as normal as you usually are, right? And something had to be going on. And so they start to spin the narrative that maybe you were, suffering a loss or something like that. So I asked this nigga that shit over a very curious. He's like, no, nobody died. Well, I think my friend, but I don't know how it has to do with anything. Nigga, it has everything to do with fucking everything because when you was over in your sector at Positively Hates, that was the narrative being spun. That you had suffered a loss, you had mentioned the loss. So if you go to the beginning of the live, I think it's 55.59. I put it on my wall. I shared the live and I put the timestamps where you could see where the whole narrative about the damn passing away of somebody came about. But when I mentioned this shit over at Barry Carey's, this nigga knew what the fuck I was talking about. I said, man, you gonna have to stop playing with me. These niggas is playing too much. I know I heard that shit. I know I heard that fucking shit. So I took my ass right on over there to find it so I could be like, yeah. At the same time, he tried to say that he didn't drop down in Brooks' live after they left, right? After the meetup, when Brooke and Malik was trying to get the fuck away from this nigga because they might have thought something was up. They felt the fucking way, right? And right after you flagged them down, you dropped down in Brooks' live. But over at Very Curious, you tried to say you didn't drop down in Brooks' live. So Vibrant, being a mod over there at Brooks, went over there and found out, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with Vibrant. Don't fuck with Vibrant. You know what I'm saying? Vibrant's like a fucking oracle. She, you know what I'm saying? She know. And if she don't know, she know where to go get it. Okay, so she went right over there. And, hey, Foot Soldier, peace and LBC. And she found where you dropped down in Brooks Live saying you wanted to hit the link. You still wanted to have a conversation with them. So I'm saying, dude, just admit to the situation that you wanted to have a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? That you understood what you did, but it was like, grab your partner by your hand. Dun, 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 and do your partner. Get motherfucker and spin your partner all around. And click your heels and turn around. I was like, oh, I can't do this shit. I cannot do this shit. This is crazy. Niggas be messier than a baby bib. Okay, bruh. Was waiting off Malik's plate. Man, I don't even know, but they're trying to clean it up right now. You can't say that to me without your temperature being checked ASAP. Facts. That's the thing, and that's where Ray Tricks went off right over at Shakim's. Because later on that night, like it. Cause like this is the weird thing. I was trying to figure out why when Kay DeJure and Malik met up and Brooke is part of the situation. I'm really trying to hear their conversation over there. And Brooke, she over there in the camera trying to get all her compliments and motherfuckers is, blowing smoke up her ass and shit and she talking to people. So I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I need you to shut the fuck up so we can hear what these two niggas is talking about. Bitch, you're not the star of this show right now. We seen how two men engage with each other, what the temperature is, and what the fucking words is coming out their mouth. And you are not the star of the fucking show. I mean, you should have had enough compliments given to you in your fucking lifetime that bitch you can miss one. You put that shit, you prop it up, your phone or whatever the fuck you doing, and then you engage in the fucking, conversation with your company. These motherfuckers don't got manners. I mean, did any of these bitches go to etiquette school or anything like? Weren't they taught how to place the forks and the knives and the spoons and the napkins and not to cross their legs at the knees but at the ankles? Do not put your elbows on the fucking table. Place your napkin in your fucking lap or to your side. chew and don't be talking. And when you swallow and everything has properly went down your throat, then proceed to have a conversation. I mean, those are basics. Those are fucking basics, okay? So I know I can't even call Brooke a basic bitch. Because she don't even know the fucking basics. So this bitch was talking. Anyway, so I was trying to hear what was happening between those two. And she was making it fucking hard. But you could literally hear this nigga Malik ask him about Ray Triggs. And K DeJure is kind of like talking in circles. He damn near was talking like it's like he would start off like he understood what was being said to him. And then he'll be talking in a whole nigga went on a travel. It's like a walkabout of sorts. The nigga went on a walkabout in mind and in words. And I don't know where we're walking to. It was somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Ah! Not the ankles, yes. You have to, you cross your legs at a lady crosses her legs at the ankles, not at the knees. And that is true if you take an etiquette class or you know anything about that shit, right? Not to say you can't cross at the knees, but you should not. You really shouldn't. But see. Anyways, the whole thing behind that. Emily posting all that kind of shit. Let's get to that shit, you know. These bitches don't know nothing about that type of stuff. Now, they do know how to fucking lie, form a fucking lie, get online, fuck a dick, or two, or three, or four, or five, elude to fucking, and some motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? They ought to do that real well. But all that other stuff, you probably can take them bitches nowhere. You probably could not take them bitches anywhere. Designed for elegance. Okay? It'll just be embarrassing. See me, and I see God made me a woman for a reason. Because if I was a man, I would soon as that bitch get to eating and talking and shit at the same fucking time, and you know she got her elbows on the table and she a loud asshole, I'll just get up and be like, check please, I gotta go. Matter of fact, this bitch probably won't even fucking know it. I'd walk right up to the podium, pay the bill, and get the fuck on like I was shitted on and find something better to do. You know, move around. Move the fuck around. That's how I would do it. But anyways, he was over there, Kate, and so Malik asked him about Ray Triggs. And so basically Ray Triggs is like, nigga, I thought whatever happened between me and you, it was past and old in time, you know what I'm saying? It's old fucking tale. Why the fuck are you bringing me up? Why the fuck are you, trying to reunite some bullshit with me, right? So he sunned his ass over at Shot Kim's. I said, man, let me tell you. This is after Carrie's, right? But let me tell you, that whole conversation, like I thought the conversation was going to be about K du jour, and by proxy in a way it really is, but not really. But this shit was about nigga, no, it's me and you, your sister and your mom too. Or your brother and your cousins too. I'm saying it's me and you, nigga. And I mean, Malik was quiet as hell. And here goes Tyler in the chat. Man, you gonna talk to you like that? You know, I said, he fight back, Malik. I said, the nigga is fighting back. He ain't saying shit. That is his version of fighting back. But that was not the proper time to bring about that particular fighting technique. Okay? I'm a leg piece of the OBC. That was not the time to bring about that particular fighting technique. Sometimes there is a time when you should just be quiet and let a motherfucker make a fool of themselves. But this nigga was not making a fool of himself. He was making a fool of you, Malik. He was making a fool of you, and he was questioning your manhood. And you did try to come at this nigga and portray him as being Yag, but I don't see no Yag up in there. That nigga Ray Triggs that don't present yag at all. He present nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up. Keep talking. That's how he presents to me. I like those type of niggas. They're not too emotional. They thinking that shit out, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we online. You an internet bitch. That's what he called him. You an internet bitch and you a bitch in real life. Okay? Okay, no other man has respect for Malik because he has none for himself. This is a damn shame, Foot Soldier. I mean, Malik has allowed too much to go by. And he's coming off like he needs this internet a little bit more than his woman. And people are questioning across the board. But I don't know if Brooke is going to be mad at everybody in the fucking YouTube sphere, primarily the beef sector. Because when you was in you was in Shakim's chat. But when that nigga Ray Triggs got on your nigga's head, bitch, you disappeared. You went up in there fucking swinging and shit like that. You got quiet and you fucking disappeared. Why you didn't hit the LinkedIn or any other stuff in between? But you go live the next day and you want to talk shit about Ray Triggs. Bitch, you had your opportunity when he was over there swinging and beating the fuck out of your husband verbally over at Shakim's. You could have did it then. You could have fucking did it then. And that's how I know, like, when it comes to you, Brooke, it's all about content. Like, you don't give a fuck if your husband out here looking like a straight up sucker. You don't care if you out here looking like a super whore. You don't care about none of those fucking things. You just want to be able to hit the live button and you just want there to be some kind of fucking content. Hey, Soapy, peace and LBC. That's all you fucking want to do, bitch, is give some fucking content. You don't care what your husband look like, but it's still none of your fucking business at this point because you keep complaining about men jumping into women's business. You be calling bitches mammies and stuff. You try to call me a fucking mammy, right? Because I asked Mr. West what the fuck was really going on so he can get that word in edgewise. This is coming off that cusp of that situation over at Room Shakers. And you and him having a little back and forth, and bitch, you was wailing like a banshee. Motherfucker couldn't understand what was happening. And there's two sides to a story. And at that time, you want to feel a way about somebody just wanting to get an understanding of the overall situation. And you always talking about how women need to stay in their place and all this stuff, and mammy this, that, another, and I don't get in men's business, bitch. Ray Triggs is a man. And your nigga, he's your man. Genetically, he's a man. So there's two men having it out. And you did well to go radio silent over Shakim's. But bitch, why you didn't just keep it that way across the board? Why the fuck did you strike up a live to have anything to say about Ray Triggs? This ain't your fucking battle. Your nigga should have struck up a live. And your ass should just sat the fuck over there and do what you do best. Support a fucking lie, a delusion. Because that's all Malik could have came with was a fucking line of delusion. Because we all seen Ray Triggs get in his ass. Pause. Oh, y'all saw that shit. Not we all, but a good portion of us. Whoever the fuck was that Shakim saw that shit. We saw that shit. Hey, Jackson Street, piece of the LBC. What's going on with you? Hey, I'm that messy girl. You missed it. Ray Triggs got, if that nigga had swords in his hand, I would say he chopped the fucking head off of Malik over there at Shakim's. And he sunned the fuck out of him. And ever since then, Malik has been kind of uber duper, super duper, uber quiet. Trying to act like that shit didn't happen. Nigga, where's the dignity? Where is the fucking dignity? There is none. There is none. LOL, thanks for coming to see me, love. Okay, yes, it was like there's no dignity there. Okay, OMG, Soapy. Hey, good to see you. Oh, okay, y'all talking. So you see that Brooke went live, and then from there, Jay Dunn, she's everywhere. She is like that. I keep on talking about the. For anybody who's read The Great Gatsby, we know that the glasses right on the billboard is kind of like symbolism for the all watching, right? And Jay Dunn is like that too. There's a few people that remind me of that shit where they the spectacles on the billboard and they can see every fucking thing that's going down in the little town. So hey Pills, oh my God, Pills, you missed it. Triggs went off. He went the fuck off on Malik over there at Shakim's last night. I mean, it was epic. It was fucking epic. And then I know you saw this, right? You saw where he had put that old live. Was that your live? I think that was your live where he got into it with Malik. I want to say like sort of kind of with Malik, but that Dana dude was over there. I don't know shit about this Dana person, but now I found another nigga that didn't profess to fuck Brooke. This is bad. I mean, Brooke, it's fucking bad, bitch. You just got niggas upon niggas out here fucking on you. Well, yeah, well, Ray Tricks, well, not you, Pills, because I don't think you got none. But shit, you could have. I think you probably could have. I heard the replay. Yeah, that was my old live. Yeah, he played your old live. Yeah, but that was coming off the cusp of what happened at Shakim's last night because he went in on Malik's ass. Because Malik had asked or Kate DeJure. Well, okay. Malik had asked Kay DeJure about Ray Triggs at the meetup at Fridays. And at the same time, in my mind, I was thinking, because I didn't realize that there's history like that there. You know what I mean? With the Dana dude and all that stuff. I just found that out today. So I was asking myself the whole time, I was like, why is he so interested in Ray Triggs? Like, why is Malik trying to have a conversation with Kay DeJure about Ray Triggs? And this is his sector. Kay DeJure is y'all sector, right, Pills? Like, why would he have this nigga ain't that stupid. I think Kay DeJure ain't that stupid. I think he knows who to tread lightly with. That nigga was on a walkabout. He was in a goddamn around the mulberry bush. That nigga went to every other kind of conversation that didn't lead up to a direct conversation with Malik about Ray Triggs. But that was enough, nigga. You should never ask for him. It's almost like calling out Bablaga. The boogeyman. You might have went in your fucking when you go in the bathroom, turn off the lights, and what was the one that you did when you go in the bathroom, you turn off the lights and you say some Mary something like 3 times? He gonna fuck you up. Or going to like Candyman. You saying you done called on the Candy Man. You nigga, Malik, you called on the Candy Man and the Candy Man came. I said, oh, was it Bloody Mary? Yeah, Bloody Mary. I couldn't even remember. Yeah, you weren't supposed to say it like 3 times Bloody Mary. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not gonna give Bloody Mary to Ray Triggs stuff. We're gonna give him Candy Man. We gonna get this nigga nigga Candyman and take your ass up in there. You done said it enough times. You called out the Candyman, and that nigga was a whoop on your ass. I was like, ooh, here we go. Here we go. Nigga, I like you. I don't know you, nigga, but I like you. Uh-huh. You just sit around with my popcorn. I'm like, yeah, go on. What you say? Yeah, hit him with that uppercut. Pow. Ooh, damn, nigga, you done bopped that fool in his eye. Is he bleeding? I was like, wait, I think he might have cut you up in your brow right there, Malik. He done fucked you up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then he came with a couple of gut punch. Pow, pow, nigga. Ooh, duck, Malik, duck, nigga, duck. I mean, the nigga wasn't quick enough. He was not quick enough for Ray Triggs. nigga was not quick enough for that brother right there. That brother was like he was trained by champions. Okay, this motherfucker, maybe he come from a long line of fucking nigga up. Okay, it's like the ancestors just went inside that nigga and said, "Oh, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it again, do it again." Okay, they was all up inside of him, just whooping Malik's ass. I think Malik got a ancestral thrashing. You know what I'm saying? An ancestral thrashing. Malik did. And he had that nigga almost silent here. Oh shit. Oh, Shakim, are you busy right now? Are you busy? Cause I want damn. If you could come up, that would be awesome. Cause I want to play whatever that was that Ray Triggs posted. That's Pills Live. Pills, can I play the live? Pills, where the fuck are you, nigga? Where are you? And look, that's another thing with you, nigga. I'm trying to figure out, you love all the damn ladies. You love all the ladies. I said, now, are you trying to keep it copacetic with these bitches for a reason? Do they got something on you? Blink. Pills. Blink twice if you okay. Blink once if you need me to help you. Okay? Blink twice if you're okay. And blink once if you need me to help you. Because the bitches you have picked online are some nutter butters. And some lying ass conniving ass hoes. But and but I feel like when you keep it like you always, they all queens. No, they not all queens. But they all queens to you. But I think it's like almost like you're forced to say this shit. Nigga, are you okay? Pills, is you okay? Is you okay? Is you okay? Pillsy. Pills, is you okay? Is you okay? Is you okay, Pillsy? You've been hit by a red criminal. Dun, 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 dun. Look, I called the bitch a red criminal. Talk about frick ass. Oh shit, but to see Brooke go live and try to jump in there, windmilling, like, since when did your man need your fucking help? He having a tay-to-tay, a back and forth with another fucking man. Not with you, bitch. He having a back and forth with a man. I mean, you jumping into the situation wasn't gonna do a fucking thing. A fucking thing. But I'm glad he didn't really drag your ass. Like he probably could have dragged your ass. But he did point out some things. Because it's really interesting. Like, you have a whole guy named Dana that's supposed to be your boyfriend at one point in time when you're young, but now he's your friend and he's friends with Malik. Then you got Malik befriending Pills when Pills, caught up with your wife. Then you had a whole situation over there at Snoop's and fuck that bitch, but with Mr. West, which also played itself out over at Big Rigs. It's so many of niggas out here just talking about the shenanigans when it comes to your wife or somehow in some kind of content role with your fucking wife. Like, just all kinds of weird ass things. And it just looks bad across the board. So I think the dignity is gone. It has to be. And I like you, Malik. I really do. But I just think the dignity is gone. I don't even know how you're going to get it back. And another thing that happened over Shakim's, because a lot of shit happened over there. So that went down over at K de Jour's. I mean, not K de Jour's, at Very Carey's with K de Jour. I got to turn into some kind of goddamn detective, as they were saying. What did he like? Red Wings likened me to somebody. And I was like, this nigga talking about a detective like I was on the first 48 or something in his ass, right? But I was really trying to get down to some stuff. But it was mostly a circular conversation. But it looks like he's waving the white flag. He wants to be friendly. K de Jour wants to live this shit down. His sector is trying to protect him a little bit, with the narrative that, he lost somebody and maybe that's why he was drinking the way he was drinking, along with his birthday, and his motherfucker's on tequila and it wiped his brain out. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. That's the summation of what happened over there. And he was talking to Loop De Loops. Okay, he went on a walkabout a couple of times, but it's the same kind of thing that happened when he met up with Malik. It was like a walkabout of words going on. I think the most exciting thing I took from that whole situation is the recent battle that took place between Ray Triggs and Malik and Brooke. And rather Ray Triggs and Brooke, because Malik didn't say shit. Malik didn't say a fucking thing. Brooke out here talking. She wanna fight a nigga. But this is the same bitch that be over there talking about, I'm a submissive woman. I think the man is the head of the whatever. And I think it should be a men's council. And all these things in between, bitch, but you out here trying to fight niggas. I mean, unprovoked. Why are you trying to jump in? Do you feel like your man is losing? I mean, do you think your nigga's losing? You might think that, huh? Anyways. Hey, Sonny, piece of LBC. Another thing that took place. So Resto hit the link over there so you can talk about Resto. I asked Resto a couple of questions about the binary situation because you know Diva Tomboyish, and most recently today, Diva Tomboyish has now tagged Resto back into the situation. Oh, Resto, check this out. Diva said, if you ain't scared for her to know your name and all the things in between, and you ain't got nothing to hide, and you know what I'm saying, you know, whatever the fuck, then why don't you just gonna give her your name? Just go on and give her your name. I said, Diva, a fucking fool. Diva out here, she talking about niggas trying to, put her in a Rico. She didn't name some names, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know this was coming off of binary, throwing some people under the bus. So here's all the people. So I think it's ZX, MV, Tracy, and who else? Somebody else, right? But these are all the people that make up the so-called RICO case, right? The whole RICO charge, if you will, whatever Binary is trying to set out. But Binary has left. What's up, Otto? Peace in the LBC. Binary has fucking left. This nigga is took an early winter solstice. And this nigga's on early winter solstice, okay? He says that he's only gonna be doing members' lives. He's gonna this nigga said he something on July 10th. He gonna do a live, and then going forward, he's gonna have members lives on I think Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, 3 days out the fucking a week for a certain tier, right? And then the tier beneath that, they only get one live. I think that's on a Wednesday as well. And for everybody else, the commoners, the common folks such as us. Maybe we might get a live from him on Saturday, like we would give a fuck. Nigga, take your ass behind the members wall and go on and fucking do what you do back there with whoever the fuck is listening to you. Cause literally right now, you were supposed, like, I know summer break ain't over yet. In California, school don't start until August. You got plenty of fucking time. You out here, what's up, Queen Diva? Peace in the LBC. I'm not understanding what's happening with you. I'm really not understanding what's happening with you, Binary, but you didn't went on an early winter solstice, okay? But prior to that, you throwing people under the bus or trying to put them out there. Niggas are scrambling. The white man was over at Lemons talking against Binary, but that was his buddy. Look, I tried to tell you, Binary, you can't trust that white ass nigga. The white man don't give a fuck. You were a person that he can get numbers off of, a part of the program of Lemon. Now his ass is right back over there with Lemon, you know what I'm saying, where the numbers reside. The whole fucking thing is about where the numbers reside. These niggas been on a clout chase. This nigga say you ain't a man. His whole channel's about being a man. That bitch is a bitch. That nigga ain't a man neither. But I'm just telling you what the nigga said, Binary. Anyways, but I'm trying to understand at the same time, why are you tagging the FBI into your post? This nigga's tagging the FBI into his post. All behind Diva. So what you want the FBI to do? I mean, really, what do you want the FBI to do? Huh, Binary? And this nigga ZX was over at Lemons. He talking about he gonna call Binary school on Monday. He had already attempted to call him, but he forgot that it was the 4th of July weekend. So Monday he plans on having a conversation with the school district about, you know, Binary's conduct online. Are they aware that he said this and that, and talking about swinging and talking about, kids that are special ed kids and so on and so forth. ZX about to make a call. They on this nigga ass. They on his ass. Now, I personally don't think that too much is going to come of it. But there was a point that was made, which I would have to agree with. Like, even though this is old news for some of his actions, talking about Binary's actions, how many times do you want a call to the school district about the same old shit? After a while, they're going to get tired of hearing those calls. After a while, they're going to look at you as a liability. After a while, they're going to be like, you know what, you're just not a fit. So they're gunning for this man's, income, you know, gunning for this man's, financial stability, means to be able to take care of his household and his family. Which, I don't go after people like that. I think it's kind of, fucked up. I don't believe in doxing people and all those things in between. But you did at one point in time say, Binary, that you didn't really give a fuck. And so, Diva was like, okay, if you don't give a fuck, let's take it there. But now you didn't. This nigga had the FBI tagged in. I said, dun dun dun. Okay. I thought the multi sector was cutthroat. Okay, Otto, I mean, Diva Tomboy's been on his ass, and he over here trying to play like he's scared and stuff all of a sudden. But he might be scared, like, you know what I'm saying? He said he got a lawyer. If you look down his line on his posts and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The lawyer's talking sweet nothings to him, making him feel comforted and all that kind of shit, making him feel well. You know what I'm saying? Aw. I said, man, you cannot make this shit up. It's giving him a sense of everything's going to be okay. I don't know if you talk to the FBI, but I don't think they would be interested in all this shit online. But we will see. We will effing see. Anyways, that happened. Resto had it out with who is it? He had it out with Simon over there at Shakim's as well. And I don't know why Simon is always trying to engage in these conversations or interfere. And I'm trying to figure out how Resto found people. I asked him how he found me. He said that he just found me in the algorithm or whatever the fuck, but Simon wants to claim that, that Resto was, chasing him down. However it came, I didn't know none of these niggas. They just popped up. I'm trying to tell you, it's always like they land on me. These niggas land on me. Okay? I don't be know where they come from. But Resto don't rub me one way or another, but there's a few people who do not like Resto. But we were just asking him, is he still the twin? Are you still twins with Binary? He said, yeah. Come to find out, he was over there. Hey, Red Wings, peace and LBC. Apparently he was over at ZX's, which I didn't know about this, right? And I was like, you're at ZX's? Like, you hit his link? He said, yeah. So, okay. So he was over there trying to speak up for Binary. I'm like, well, when the fuck did this happen? Because, like, when was he coming at Binary? Because just not too long ago, ZX was over there coming at Diva Tomboyish and speaking up for Binary. See, this is why I say you never know when where the winds are going to blow with these niggas. Like, I don't take none of it serious at this point. At one point in time, I start thinking like, well, not even at one point in time. I start thinking these things are plays. That a play is going down across the board. Because it makes no sense. Some of it makes no sense. But yeah, he had one over there. That's what Resto said. And it must have been before that whole thing where, ZX was trying to stick up for Binary. But now you see ZX wanting to call the goddamn school district on Binary. So let me tell you something. If people come around you and stuff like that, people be like, whatever. They're nice one minute, not nice the next minute. You are useful in the moment. You're a useful mother effer in the moment. It's not like they really care for you or anything like that, but you somehow bring some kind of usefulness to them in that situation. See, I can't do it. I'm not cut from the same cloth. I can't deal with these people in a very, you know, flounder ass way. Either I could rock with you or I can't rock with you. I don't want to constantly be getting into it with people. I don't constantly want shit to go back and forth with folks. Like, I like things to be smooth sailing. You know what I mean? Me and Max only had it out one time and we really didn't even have it out. But people thought like Max didn't mean me no good. But that was the end of that. Never have you seen me and Max have a situation. Like, I could fuck with people like that because I know which way they're coming. It's consistent. Like, I can't fuck with you when you flounder. And a lot of these people out here are very, very flounder. Cider Love, I don't hang out as much, but I always love hearing you. Oh, thank you, Red Wings. If you're, yeah, fair weather so-called friends. Like, you know, we don't all know each other online like this, but we engage enough to have an ideal about one another. So if I speak to you, I'm going to stay consistent, or at least try to speak to you as much when I see you, because I don't feel no type of way about you. But what I get from a lot of these people is that they be real flounder flip-floppy, depending on who else likes who or whatever agenda they got going on. You don't know if a person going to be cool towards you or not. And 9 times out of 10 is a bandwagon they jumped on. And I can't deal with people who are inconsistent like that. You know what I mean? Where they jumping on bandwagons. They don't dislike you because you did something to them. They dislike you because of somebody else. So I'm cut from a different cloth. You won't see me hopping on these links like that, you know, different places and stuff with people because they too flounder. They flip floppy. They too flounder. And once I see you put moves down like that, I don't have to necessarily dislike you, but I just know what time it is with you. I just know what time it is with you, you know? So I'm not playing no reindeer games, and that's for them. I want my people for it to be quality, not quantity. Like, the people who come over here is quality people. People who ain't just flip flopping like a goddamn fish out the water on the sandbanks in the fucking 100-degree heat, just gasping for air. I don't need that. Because a lot of times people be thinking, like, you have all these people in your chat. You have them in your chat, but are they really supporting you? Are they, whatever the fuck? Are they going around talking about you? You seen YouTube cameras just running around here going crazy. She going crazy. Oh, that was another thing. Her and RNY had a couple of words. I was just like, ooh. I don't understand YouTube cameras. Like, I really don't. Like, if RNY was not running around talking about you poorly or anything, you just upset because she's at binaries and she hasn't been over in your chat. Like, you do have a right to take away her mod stick or whatever the case may be, but why even be fucking bothered if she ain't talking about you bad? Like, why do you feel a way about it? Because the numbers do mean something to you, YouTube cameras, and you felt a way about things fluctuating towards binary. And Binary put up in his post too, like, you should be happy now that he's going on his winter solstice. So now you can have your numbers back. Boop. So here you go. You want some numbers? Here you go. I'm finna take a break. So, they should go up, which I think they have. Binary a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? That's a crafty one right there. That is a crafty one right there. But look, I'm gonna get off of here because we're gonna go over to Big Rigs and the Hood Table. They finna do their live if they haven't already started. I might come back later, probably not, because I always say I'm gonna come back later and I don't. Um, but I'm gonna start hitting this live button a little bit more. And I thank y'all for being here, Sister Jackie. I'm so happy you're here. I am. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Okay, that's why I don't make up here. Facts, Dr. Soapy. I ain't making up with these bitches. I'm not. I done seen the raggedy ass shit that you have done. Now I don't have to say nothing to you. I can keep it moving to the left or right. but I don't need to make up with you because I know you're going to do it again. And I've watched you run around here, lie and devise and concoct and team up, knowing that you're wrong. So yeah, I believe you. I believe you, bitches. Okay, two ball and split tail alike. Hey, TC, peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? Hey, look, we're getting ready to go over to Big Rigs and the Hood Table. They giving a live, their Sunday live, and I just came up here to kill some time, before they went live. And I think it's like time for the live to start. Can anybody tell me if the live is about to start? If it ain't already started? And I had me some Moscato tonight. And I'm drinking in this little canister. Is this for cancer awareness? I don't know where I got this from. What a straw. Yeah, you gotta have the straw, okay? At all times, it gotta be a straw. I got the metal straws. I got the plastic straws. I got all kinds of straws. But anyway, can anybody tell me, girl? There's been all kinds of stuff going down. But look, I should have went live earlier. Be good and stay safe, everyone. So did they start? Does anybody know if they started the live yet? Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm getting ready to go. So let me find my outro and I'll see y'all later on. Where's my outro? I can't find my damn outro. I never can find my outro. Oh, found my outro, y'all. Bye.